to all of you. And my name is Ana Paula Zacharias, and I am the PR of Portugal, another country that is supporting this wonderful initiative. I'm very pleased to be here to participate again in this year International Day of Women and Girls in Science, an occasion to gather diverse women and girls from all over the world and discuss pressing topics. In this panel, the interventions will focus on the role of women in science and supporting member states and the UN system to fulfill the 2030 Development Agenda and its 17 global SDGs. In the run-up to the Summit of the Future, we will discuss some strategies on how to fulfill the aspirations in such distinct areas as peace and security, the UN reform and global governance, sustainable development, science, technology, and the digital transition, and including aspects of the role of women in all these aspects, and also questions related to international cooperation and development. So in all this, we really need to address the role of women and see how can we promote women in science, technology, and innovation as a driver for sustainable development. So we hope that in this afternoon we will cover some of these elements here, and we'll cover some ground and put together our heads to have good, interesting debates on this matter. Thank you so much, Professor Virginia Dignum. I would like to pass the floor to Professor Dava Newman. She is the director of MIT Media Lab, an Apollo Program Professor of Astronomics in Harvard, MIT Health Science and Technology. And I have here a very interesting question for you. Since we talked about the pink elephants, I think this is important. Because as a leader in the MIT Media Lab, you can tell us more about your passion and inspiration to STEAMD, which means STEM. STEM, now we got used to STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. But also we now put an A for arts, a D for design, and why not a C for culture? Maybe we need to add a C for culture. So how do we put together the hard sciences with the social sciences? Is there a room for maneuver there, or is this just the pink elephant? Professor.
There we go. Excellent. So distinguished guests, excellencies, leaders, thank you first for the invitation to speak on this panel. And I would like to talk about STEAMD, because I'm STEAMD. Today in 2024, the gender gap for economic growth, we're back to the 2019 levels. And the year of parity remains 2154. I won't be alive in 2154. So we really need a step change. No more incremental 1%, 2% per year. So I'm STEAMD, that is STEM, as an aerospace engineer, rocket scientist. Don't I look like a rocket scientist? All of our young people need to see themselves, and that's not enough. They have to have a sense of belonging, that they can challenge, they are challenged and they can solve the world's greatest problems. So why would we sell anyone short? We need everyone. The world's challenges for humanity are great. So my entire career, I've dedicated to STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. But guess what? I talk to a lot of young people, and they don't see themselves, and they say, STEM, that's not for me. Yeah. Someone has told them it's not for them. So it's on us. I think we've had the wrong conversation. So what if we try to have a new conversation to say, what's your passion? What world problem do you want to save? Clean water, work on climate, help the biodiversity in the oceans, even get people to Mars, which is my specialty. And we say, guess what? You know who does that? Sure, scientists, engineers, mathematicians, but guess what? We need all the artists because you are the visionaries. Yeah. You're first. You draw the pictures. You literally, paint those words so that we can understand what those challenges are. All you designers, we have a generation of 3D makers. You're in. You're part of my STEAMD. So if we say you don't have to be the best in math and physics and calculus, #1 in your class, I surely wasn't. I did okay. But we say, what are the grand challenges you want? And you're in. So rather than, as engineers are trained in my generation, to filter people out, no, we need to filter everyone in. Say, this is for you. I have the world's best job. I get to send astronauts into space. I get to think about climate every single day. But we really have to change that conversation. So again, people can see themselves. I think they want to belong. We have to inspire the next generation to say, you know, we pay it forward. It's on us, I think, to get it right. The inclusion of art and design is a deliberate effort to humanize technology, to ensure that through our scientific advancements that they're accessible to all, that they're ethical, and that we design with a very deep understanding of the human experience. Because all of our technology, the only purpose for it is to lift up human potential. Simply that. If we're not designing to raise up human experience and potential, then we probably shouldn't be doing it. So in our global community, first at the Media Lab, fullest potential, letting everyone think about the curiosity, the wonder of science and technology that can be transformative. Just talked about AI. AI will be transformative, and we have the chance to get this right. But all of our AI and algorithms, they have to work for everyone. If they don't recognize 50% of the people in this room, they don't work. If they don't recognize people of color, they don't work. So we have to get them to work for everyone, or else they don't work. So in kind of closing this section at the Media Lab, we strive to create an environment where women are leaders, innovators, key decision makers, involved in planning and shaping this future that we see. We see a better world, we see that future, and we think if we can see it, we can actually believe it, and then we can become it. So I think it is STEAMed for all, and I'll end with a quote from Eleanor Roosevelt, one of my favorites, and she simply said, believe in the beauty of your dreams, because every 5-year-old I know is infinitely creative and has all the dreams that they should have, and then it's on us, I think, to help them turn those beautiful dreams into reality for those that future world that we aspire to realize.
Wow. Thank you so much, Professor Newman. I'm steaming. I hope that you're steaming too. And this idea that we can really, that the importance of humanizing technology, we have had the same message from different fields of work. This is fundamental.